even more comic book stylish. But just to add, actually, my aesthetic is not to actually create comic book style. It is the final result that winds up communicating in a very similar way to like a comic book pinup would, what you would call. So let me just break that down. Okay, what an ink would like a sumi brush. I initially go in as this. There's no pencils. There's nothing else. And as you see in the time lapse video, there's very little erasing. It's more like Jim Lee's pencils. You look at Jim Lee's pencils, and his pencils are like have a whole life of their own. Matter of fact, when you look at his pencil, you're like, whoa, that's what the real Jim Lee drawing looks like, because it can be interpreted very differently versus versus who inks it. If it's Scott Williams who inks it, moves stuff into position, right? Because the heavy drawing style for me allows me to be able to create, create gestures of form that work for me or that are logical, right? What does it mean in relationship to? Here's a nice shoulder area here. Let's say, what does it mean in relationship to, to the rest of the form, and what can I do? So already when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, and okay, guess what? It winds up using the same visual aesthetics, not the same technical approaches, but the same visual aesthetics wind up playing themselves out.